Good morning, beloveds. It's rest day, and I rested. Maybe. I don't know. All right. It is September 29th. We are almost through September. Our title is God as Spirit. Our author is Georgiana Tree West, and this is from Prosperity's 10 Commandments from 1946, and she is from Unity. All right. When Jesus revealed God as Spirit, living intelligence, he made it easier for humankind to understand the omnipresence as a creative power, instantly ready to respond to the call of faith, a power having within itself the potentiality of limitless supply, ever seeking expression in form. All growth in nature illustrates the way potential power expands into myriad of forms under the right conditions. An acorn has all the potentialities of a mighty oak, but its outer shell and inner meat show no evidence of the tree that is to be. However, the tree is there as potential power, power that remains static until the right conditions of moisture, heat, and nourishment are provided. Within humanity, there is a mighty power, the power of the Spirit that God has given them, in which lies the potentiality of all the good in their heart could ever desire. This power is static until brought forth into expression by conditions furnished by the mind. Nourished by faith, it expresses itself in forms shaped by thought. Okay. Whew. That's kind of a heck of a... That's pretty deep. Because what you want to do is look at it from the standpoint of, yeah, all right, I don't even know where to start. But what she does is she reminds us that when you see an acorn, you don't see the oak tree that the acorn can become. But given the right conditions, the acorn can become, wow, the oak tree is one of the mightiest trees out there. Okay? So what she's saying is, you are that acorn. You have that unlimited potential within you to become that mighty oak, given the right conditions. Okay? Now, how do you get the right conditions? Well, she says nourishing your faith. That's that very end part. It's like you don't wait around for the right conditions. Like acorns don't have a whole lot of choice. They kind of have to wait around for the right conditions. But you, as a human who can make choices, don't have to wait around for the right conditions. You can go and make the right conditions. So, furnished by mind, nourished by faith, and expressed by thoughts, shaped by thoughts. It expresses itself in forms shaped by thoughts. So, if you consider yourself the acorn, then you consider what it is that you really want, and then you've got to consider the conditions that will help bring that forth. What conditions will help to nourish the potentiality that you have? And so you do treatments, and you ask people that care about you to do treatments, but you also got to move your feet into those conditions. So what is it that you are working? What potential of yours are you working on? And you move your feet. That's why we say treat and move your feet. It's like you have all the unlimited potential within you, but you got to move yourself into those right conditions. And faith will do it, and treatment will do it. And she said, shaped by thoughts. So you got to move into those conditions. What is it that you are working on? If you are job hunting, which I've watched a friend on social media job hunt, and he did all of the things. He leaned into his network of friends. He asked his friends, hey, if you hear an IT job, send it to me. He joined all of the things, and he nourished his faith. There were a couple of times when you could see, based on his posts, where he was, but that was just it. He reached out when his faith was a little shaky. Hey, I'm struggling here. He reached out to his community so that they could bolster his faith, so that they could hold him in those moments. And so that's all of those things. You got to do all of those things. What are the right conditions? So if you are an acorn, which you are always an acorn for whatever it is, what are the conditions that you need? And what can you do to bring about those conditions? And some of it is going to be faith, and some of it is going to be treatment, and some of it is going to be moving yourself, because an acorn dropped at the foot of the tree is never going to sprout. That's where the acorn needs the assistance of the wildlife. It needs a curious child to pick it up and put it in its pocket. It needs a squirrel to come by and pick it up and then stash it somewhere else. It needs a bird to pick it up and drop it somewhere. So there are other conditions. It's like the acorn isn't just, it relies on a little bit of outside help. It still relies on a little bit of outside help. So whatever it is that you are working on, it's okay to rely on a little outside help, or a lot of outside help, to get those conditions, those right conditions that will help bring you into that potentiality. And that's really that amazing thing where, Ernest talks about the abundance of nature, because you watch these tiny little seeds bloom up into these amazing plants. That's what that's what Georgiana is talking about today. You watch these little bitty seeds bloom up into, that's why they talk about the mustard seed, because it is just flea-sized seed, and it blows up into this enormous bush, okay? Yet when you look at that little bitty seed, you would know that huge plant, the potentiality is there. And that is what we are, because we can make choices. We have all of that potentiality, all of that unlimited. Okay. All right. I'm not sure if I did Miss West justice, but I think that she, and it's very short, and it's very, so go back, reread it, check it out. I think she does go a long way to making it more accessible. I know about the acorn, but I hadn't thought about it that deeply. So I commend to you this book, because a lot of these authors do just make you think about it. So I would say the mission today, should we choose to accept it, is to explore our right conditions. Okay? And some of it is faith and treatment, and some of it is, our thoughts will help to shape those conditions. But it's also being willing to accept that outside assistance of the squirrels and the birds, or the curious children that pick our seeds up and move them to where they can be planted. So, you're not in this alone. You have the omnipresence always for that unlimited possibility, but you also have the little mechanical things that happen in this world that can push us into our right conditions. So explore your right conditions today. All right, that is the mission today. And as always, explore your potentiality and the omnipresence. So sometimes our conditions are close, but not quite there. And maybe there are a couple of things that we can do, even if it's just tweaking our attitude. All right. That is the mission today, should you choose to accept it. The other mission is the same mission I give you every day, which is the mission of self-care. I'm a big believer in self-care. If you've watched any of these videos, you know this. I encourage you to do something loving, something kind, something compassionate. Be it one thing, be it three things, be it all things. That is the end goal. By mentioning it every day, my goal is for you to create the habit that everything you do is loving, kind, and compassionate. Our goal is to create to create a world that works for everybody, while everybody responding in loving, kind, and compassionate ways in everything that they do, especially the tough stuff, because no can be the most loving, kind, and compassionate thing you can do. All right? That's my goal. You deserve your own love, kindness, and compassion. You are your own best test subject. And I want you to create that habit. I want your first response to everything, yourself especially, to be loving, kind, and compassionate. And it looks like as simple as taking a deep breath before you speak, up to taking a vacation, taking a walk, taking a nap, taking a break. Like yesterday, one of my coworkers didn't come in, and I had 3 orders to get through, and I just worked my way through them at my own pace. I stopped and helped customers in between, and the work got done. Me rushing through it to get it done faster when I was by myself wasn't going to do anybody any good. It would have worn me out, and then I wouldn't have lasted through the day. That's what I'm talking about. Love, kindness, and compassion. So, I also remind you, I say it, eat dessert first, okay? I don't mean it 100% of the time. We're not always going to eat. In fact, there are days that we're not going to eat dessert first. But what that is it's a reminder that your life is a special occasion. Treat it as such. We never know how long we've got. So go out of your way to make the ordinary extraordinary more often. Wear the fancy clothes. Use the fancy dishes. Don't save them for just that one meal. Use them a little more often. Dishes are meant to be used, not stored gathering dust in the sideboard. Does anybody know what a sideboard is? Or is that just me? It's what Mom called that one particular piece of furniture in her house. Okay, which I just got completely off track. Don't save the good stuff. I also want to remind you, since I am talking about self-care, that joy is a quality of God, therefore joy is a quality of you. No matter what is going on in the world, you deserve joy. I am encouraging you to make room for joy in your life. Even when you don't feel like it, especially when you don't feel like it. Make room for joy. And honestly, a random act of kindness is one of those ways that you can make room for joy, especially when you don't feel like it. So, do something that brings you joy every day. No matter what's going on in the world, no matter what's going on in your life, you still deserve joy. All right. Leaping forward. The rest of the suggestions are basic self-care. Do something to engage your mind and your body. Unless today is your day of rest, which it is mine. I do encourage you to drink plenty of water. Hydration is super important. Your brain works better. Your body works better. Your skin will look better when you are well hydrated. Drink plenty of water. It's going to be 96 today. It's going to be a record heat day. Drink plenty of water. Okay. I also encourage you to get that early in your day bright light. I'm talking about 5 to 10 minutes of sunlight between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. The sun is hitting the earth at a particular angle. It helps to support your vitamin D. It helps to reset your circadian rhythms, which is a hormonal balance, a natural hormonal cycle. You'll have more energy during the day. You'll sleep better at night. And if you get up before the sun or it's cloudy, not that it is today, artificial light will help too. It's 5 to 10 minutes of bright light to help to reset those hormones. You'll have more energy during the day. You'll feel better and you'll sleep better at night. So try it. It's science. You can look it up. If you look up circadian, it does start with a C. Okay. Ernest Holmes, open the windows of your soul. Allow the breath of heaven to remind you do live in heaven. Right now, right here, it's all around us all the time. Okay? We talk about omnipresence. It means it's all God. It means that everything around us, yes, even that messy material stuff that is constantly surrounding us, is made of one source, which means it is made from God. Okay? What that means is that heaven is a state of mind. It is a state of consciousness. Once you learn that heaven is not a place you have to get to, but a mindset, a state of consciousness that you can create for yourself, Jesus did say the kingdom of God is within you, then heaven can become any place. That is 1, a superpower, and 2, a state of grace. Okay? Once you learn to create it for yourself, nobody can take it away from you. Once you learn to create it for yourself, you become an island of peace, an island of calm in what can be a messy, chaotic material world. And when we meet people who are caught up in their storms, then we can pull them into our peace rather than being pulled into their storms. That's how we create a world that works for everybody. We take care of ourselves. We work on ourselves. We do our own work. We create our own heavens. Okay? And we create our own heaven with the only source there is, which is God, which is spirit. You know, there's a reason why we call Jesus the master teacher, because he recognized where God was. I and the Father are one. That is exactly what he said. I and the Spirit are one. God is closer to you than your jugular vein. Let me quote Rumi. Yeah. All right. So, take him as advice, look for the good and praise him. That is the fastest way to create that heavenly mindset. Volunteer work will help to create that mindset. Random acts of kindness will create that mindset. All right, beloveds. Okay. Social media. We are Creative Life Spiritual Center, Creative Life Spark. I am the Running Reverend on the social medias that I am on. I do encourage you to check out the social medias. We try and put up light, bright, funny, informative, helpful, and enlightening stuff. There are hours of content on the Facebook and the YouTube channels. So go look them out. On both of the YouTube channels, I read you This Thing Called You, which is my favorite Ernest Holmes book. So there's plenty of stuff up there. Take what you need. And if you email info@creativelife.org, that'll get you on the constant contact. That will bring you to, will get you emails with hot links. And if it says click here now, it'll take you right to the information you want or to the person that can help you get it. All right. So take advantage of it. There's lots and lots and lots of content. Okay. Yep, I am at the part where I get to encourage you to have a great day, a wondrous day, a fantastic day, a magical day, an enchanted day, a wonder-filled day, an awesome day, an amazing day, an awesome day, an oak day, an acorn day, a recognizing your potentiality day, a shaping your thoughts day, a faith day, a conscious day, a kind day, a loving day, a compassionate day, a Friday, a good day, and if that is too much pressure, simply have a day. You are enough, just as you are. You are a beloved child of God, in whom God is well pleased and well represented. Always. Always. Explore the truth of your being. Peel back the layers of who you have been told you are by society, by culture, by religion, by people that love you, by people that don't even know you. Peel back all of that and get to know who God knows you to be. God doesn't know potential. God just knows. Everything that you could be, God already knows. Go explore that and forget all the other nonsense that you've been told. And watch yourself blossom. Watch yourself bloom. Watch what happens. All right, beloveds. Oh, oof. Yes. Okay. I enjoyed today's reading. I like it when they make me work for it. Okay. So Reverend David should be on around 5 p.m. with you. I'll be back with you around 9 a.m. Take care of, I get to go to the park tomorrow. Yay. Take care of yourself. Know that you are loved, and I will see you next time.